Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hit as he released it. Oh, the pass is picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Chris, I cannot believe the very first play of the national title, we've already got a turnover. I think the quarterback really trusted his receiver, tried to put it in there, and the defense capitalizes by being able to get their eyes on the football to come up with that interception.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up the first down.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And they'll get him down that time.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception in the very first play of the last possession. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Flames will have to punt this one away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Tulsa offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Green. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
First down here for this offense. And they'll use the ground game here. Will he score here? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a shotgun run call. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The returner is brought down. Gets a start for the next drive. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. This would be an unconventional strategy. Punt team on the field on first down. The punter under pressure. This is not a good kick. And the ball rolls dead. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught near the goal line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tulsa.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. And a low line drive, ugly punt. Can he make it? And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, drops back. He's got his man wide open. He cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Oh, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now they get set to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. That's caught. It's Banks. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Banks. The game picks up the first down. Tackled at the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Play action here on first down. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Finds room at the 30. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Hands off to the left. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Linebackers making some adjustments now. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa. And now they'll set up for the point after. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Looking right, this one caught. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Flames are going to keep this drive rolling. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Eludes a tackle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Liberty. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend the timeout to regroup a bit. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about in the first half, this back is having a big day.
Looking to score with a run to the right. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Short throw complete to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Back in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So now the offense has a fresh set of downs after that roughing the passer penalty. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
It's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage. But the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage to be able to make any play at all.
He slings this one deep down the left side. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Flames. What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's got it inside the 15. Brought down at the 29. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. What did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented. It shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Running through the tackle. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
After the PAT, the lead is 20. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Caught over the middle. It's Banks.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And now another deep ball here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Flames will bring their punt team on the field now. On the return, it's Green. And he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Flames will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Green. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. Golden Hurricanes offense back on the field now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
That's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Offense getting